Welcome to the July 2018 edition of Rowlett on the Water on the Move. I'm Brian Funderburk, Rowlett City Manager. I hope everyone had a great time at the fireworks on Main this year. During this month's show, Mayor Tammy Dana-Bashian will be on location at the Village of Rowlett. All through this show, she'll be highlighting events and locations in our downtown area. The Village of Rowlett is taking shape as old buildings become new again and new buildings fill long vacant lots. Our downtown is a walkable, bikeable, urban village with restaurants, retail, and mixed-use residential locations, as well as single-family homes. So let's get things started. Here's Tammy in the Village of Rowlett Downtown with our first guest. Take it away, Tammy.
So welcome, and this month's show we're highlighting the Village of Rowlett, our downtown area, and I am here with Joey Grisham, our Assistant Director of Economic Development. Welcome, Joey. Thank you so much for joining me.
Glad to be here, Mayor.
If you would start us off with the vision for our downtown area.
The vision for Village of Rowlett Downtown is to create a vibrant place for our citizens, to bring out activity. As you've seen, we've been doing farmers markets, we've been doing Main Street markets. So the goal is to bring about activity, restaurants, new businesses, a place that our people can enjoy. We wanted to build off DART, which has been a big investment for the city. So it's really to kind of create a vibrant place for our citizens.
And so, transit-oriented development has been a big component of that. And we have our first transit-oriented development, very up and running now, the Village of Rowlett Apartments. So how is that going?
It's going very well. The last that we had heard, they're over 85% occupied on the apartments, which is very strong. In fact, the rents are as strong as they are in similar developments up in Richardson. So that tells you that Rowlett is doing very well. We're getting close to getting some new businesses on the bottom level, being able to build off the library. But we couldn't have asked for a better partner in this development. It's been a catalyst development. It's already created a lot of buzz for downtown.
So that's one of our big successes. Anything else you can talk about in regards to successes in the downtown area?
Sure. Maybe
the PGBT and Main Street development that's coming?
Sure. So PGT Main Street, we call it the global site. It's going to be a nice mixed-use development with commercial, with some mixed-use residential right there at the Main Street intersection. Of course, Main Street will be under construction later this year, getting going with the second phase of that. So all in all, that'll be about a $100 million development. Of course, we're still working on bringing in some new tenants here in the downtown open spaces, the Cotton Gin project. So lots of projects everywhere that are close.
So the global site is at the southwest corner of PGBT and Main Street.
Correct.
And the construction on Main Street, can you tell us a little bit more about the road construction that will be coming down?
It's slated to start maybe sometime later, maybe around October. Would basically be taking what we've done here on this section of Main Street behind us and taking that kind of mixed-use feel, Main Street feel, all the way to the George Bush. It's important to kind of create that ambiance as you move towards the global site and Hereford Park, which is also a major project for the city. So we think that it'll be an extension of the downtown area to really create the place for the city.
So everything east of the roundabout will be more road construction?
Correct.
So we'll have sidewalks?
We'll have sidewalks,
and
absolutely.
We'll be,
so you better walk to the DART station and just have that nice flow, feeling like you're downtown all the way to the George Bush Turnpike.
We have many people taking the train to come to Bankhead Brewing Company.
Absolutely.
So that's just the beginning of this.
There's just a lot of potential for our downtown that I think our citizens are going to be proud of. Kind of new restaurants. You're starting to see more and more people walking up and down the street with a library. So we're excited to be a part of this.
Absolutely. So please, if you haven't been to our downtown area lately, please come visit us. There's lots of parking available.
Absolutely.
And some very interesting, unique restaurants and stores to visit.
That's it.
So thank you very much. And so now we will turn back to Brian for more information.
Thanks, Tammy. We'll check back in with you shortly as you head over to the library. Here's some local Rowlett news. A sculpture project 2 years in the works was finally placed in its permanent home at Shrady Bluebonnet Park. The 30-foot Phoenix sculpture by designer Troy Conister is the focal point of the park that memorializes the December 26, 2015 tornado. Additional construction at Shrady Bluebonnet Park is now underway, including a frontage sidewalk, a park entrance pathway, benches, trees, flowers, plants, irrigation, additional lighting, and much more. When completed, there will be a grand opening ceremony. Stay tuned for more details. After a nationwide search, Manol Muladad has been named the Director of Community Development for the City of Rowlett. We have found an excellent addition to the city's leadership team in Manol. Her depth of knowledge in planning and project management, technical expertise, and extensive strategic experience in the North Texas region will serve the organization and Rowlett community well. The Rowlett Animal Shelter is nearing capacity. Until further notice, all adoption fees are just $25. This is a great deal, as it includes vaccinations, spay and neutering services, plus microchipping. The Rowlett Animal Shelter has lots of kittens available for adoption, all ready for their forever homes. To check out some of the great pets available, visit the shelter today at 4402 Industrial Street or call 972-412-6219 for more information. Big changes have taken place on the city's website. The newly redesigned Rowlett.com is now online and offers quick and easy access to the information you use most. From your mobile phone, tablet, laptop, or desktop, Rowlett.com has a clean, uncluttered design and enhanced functionality to give you a smoother, more intuitive experience. Through this launch and future growth of the redesigned website, the City of Rowlett continuously strives to deliver consistent, relevant news and resources that you can use daily. Let's check back in with Tammy, who is standing by at the newly reopened Rowlett Public Library.
We are so excited to be back downtown in our newly opened library, and I am here with Laura Cherner, our Library Services Manager. Thank you for joining me, Laura. It's so good to be here.
It's great to have you here. I'm very excited to show you guys our new library. We're very excited to be back on Main Street, and we're also very excited that we were able to make this transition in time for the summer reading program, which is our busiest time of year.
And there's plenty of parking downtown.
There is plenty of parking. That's one comment that we get a lot is people walk in and go, I didn't have a problem parking.
Absolutely.
What's all the hubbub about? So,
well, Laura, can you take us around the library and let us see some of the things that we're so excited about?
I'd love to.
As we're continuing through the library, huge amount of open lighted space for people to sit and relax and enjoy our library.
It's nice and bright. We've got a lot of comfy seating along here. We've got chairs with little laptop stools and stuff, and along in the public areas, the outlets also have USB ports so people can charge their electronic devices, which is a very important thing these days.
Very important.
One of the busiest areas that we have is our public computer stations. Right now we have 6, but that's supposed to be increased to 13. This area, we've seen a lot of younger people camping out in here because it's very bright. They can plug in their electronic devices here at these tables or at these booths here and sit down and study. There's a lot of group study going on.
And this is a neat new table. Now the chairs are still on order.
We're waiting for the chairs, but we've had a lot of kids and college students come up. And in fact, one young lady didn't realize we were going to have chairs. She said, oh, this is like at college. We have the stand-up, the standing
They
chairs.
can stand. They don't need a chair.
So we've had a lot of people just stand here even with their laptops working. But we will have chairs eventually. We've also got USB and electrical ports in that little
seating
cozy
arrangement.
Seating booth right there.
And this is nice. I mean, this is just, you can move this around and lots of functionality here.
Yes, and this area is the area in the library that we do allow people to have food and snacks. Everywhere else you can have covered drinks, except around the computers. We ask that you not have drinks around the computer areas, because eventually we've been told next door is going to be a coffee shop. We'll serve food and coffee, and so our customers who are here all day long won't have to leave to get a bite to eat. After story times, moms won't have to hurry off to get the kids a snack or anything. They can just come right next door.
An open environment to the directly to the library.
Yeah, so people will be able to come and go from the restaurant or coffee shop area into here and bring their food and drinks into here.
And obviously in the middle area, you got lots of different age groups so that you're highlighting the resources we have with the library.
Yes, yes. We've got our nonfiction where people can get cookbooks, computer books. Then there's our large print area right here. We've got fiction, mystery, romance. We're very excited about our study room that people can reserve. 4 people can come in here at a time and study.
Here we have our movie collection.
This is our DVD collection. This is a very popular collection with families. We're hearing from a lot of families that they're getting rid of cable and saving money by coming to the library and checking out DVDs because it's a wonderful form of entertainment that does not cost like cable does.
And how long can you check out a movie for?
You can check out 5 fiction DVDs for 7 days, and you get 10 nonfiction DVDs, and you get those for 3 weeks.
That's amazing. I do that often when I go on vacation. And here, Laura, what do we have here?
We have our self-check units. Of course, we always have library staff available to assist customers, but we also have the self-check units for the people who want to come in, get their materials, and get out right away. They can check out their books and DVDs. The kids really love this. They love being able to enter their card number and their PIN and check out materials. People can also check in their materials. So if mom wants to make sure that everybody brought back all the books that they were supposed to, she can do that before they even start picking out new material.
So this is our collection of children's books.
Yes, so we've got our kids nonfiction and our kids chapter books. We've got a lot of picture books over here. Back in this area, we've got our young adult, teen, graphic novels, and regular novels.
So what do we have here, Laura?
We're very excited about our new activity room. This is a very functional, multifunctional room. We've got rugs that we can roll out for story times. We have television screens where kids can do Wii, they can design with Minecraft. We can have computer instruction with those. We can show movies.
On behalf of the entire city, I want to thank you and your staff for all the hard work you have done to get this library up and running. I know it was very hard summer to get this up and going. Beautiful, beautiful space. And the city really appreciates you and your staff.
Well, thank you, and the citizens of Rowlett certainly make it worthwhile.
And so now back to Brian to hear more about our summer reading program.
Thanks, Tammy. It's great to have the library back on Main. The summer reading program at the library continues through Saturday, August 4th, and offers prizes, performer programs, and tons of fun. This year's theme is Libraries Rock. Not to worry, it's not too late to sign up. All you need to do is visit the newly reopened library at 3900 Main Street or sign up online at rowlett.com/library. Did you know that electric vehicle charging stations has been installed in the Village of Rowlett Downtown? The city applied for and received grant dollars for a significant portion of the installation and equipment of the 2 charging stations. There are 2 types of charging units. One for Tesla's vehicles, and one for all other electric vehicles such as the Chevy Volt, Nissan Leaf, and Toyota Prius, to name just a few models. These charging stations are located just north of City Hall. The first 2 parking spaces on the south side of Cole Street are designated for vehicle charging only. They are now fully operational and ready for your electric vehicle. Another new addition to the Village of Rowlett Downtown is the Proverb Coffee Shop. They plan on opening July 15th and will be located at 3837 Main Street next to Farmhouse Living. Recently, the Rowlett City Council introduced a new award to publicly recognize ordinary residents doing extraordinary things in Rowlett. It's called the Spirit of Rowlett Award. Residents now have the opportunity to nominate someone who has inspired, motivated, or positively impacted our community. I'm proud to announce that the first recipient of the Spirit of Rowlett Award is Jeff Winget.
I'm here with Jeff Winget, who is the first recipient of our Spirit of Rowlett Award. I am so excited that you are our first recipient, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for joining us. We wanted to make sure that we had a little bit of time to talk about everything that you have done for our city and why you are our first recipient of our Spirit of Rowlett Award.
Well, first, just let me say that I am so humbled and honored to have been chosen. I know there's a lot of great people here in the city, and it's a real treat to be selected for this award. My wife and I have called Rowlett our home for 3 years now. We first moved here from Arlington. Basically moved because we wanted to get closer to family. In doing so, we've found a great school, our elementary school that our kids attend, and we've made a lot of good friends out here, and it's just been a real treat to be here in Rowlett.
Well, I had no idea you've only been here 3 years because you've made quite an impact in those short 3 years, so we really appreciate that. So you also have received some recent recognition in the Lakeshore Times, so that was kind of cool.
Definitely. It was definitely a real fun thing for me to be called out like that. I appreciate the editor over there sending me an email and asking me the questions that she asked me, and it was just really neat to highlight some of the things that I've done and ways for others to get involved, because I think it's important that each of us have a voice in what's going on around us in our community.
And I liked that your picture of your entire family was in that article. That was nice.
Well, thank you.
So what spurred your interest in city government? I know that you ran for city council last summer.
Well, when we moved to Rowlett, one of my goals was to be involved in some way in 3 different aspects. And one is with my church, the second is with the city in some capacity, and the third was in my kids' school. In running for council, I made a conscious decision that I had a vision that I wanted to help the city develop into. And through that process, I made a lot of great friends. It was a very exciting time for me. It was definitely the hardest thing that I've ever had to do. And it was great in that I grew so much through that process. I learned so much in how the city functions, how the city works, and it was just wonderful to be a part of that experience.
I really enjoy, you do a lot of social media. You were nominated by several residents, and that's great. And I know you're very active in social media, and you have a very good way of distilling the volumes of information we put out, because I think we are a very transparent city, but distilling it and making it succinct and relevant to the people that follow you. So we appreciate that. And how do you how much time do you spend on this, and why do you do this?
Well, actually, I don't spend as much time as I did previously. I try to find certain things that I think are important, perhaps contentious, that I think deserve attention, and I try to focus on those, answer questions. In particular, the most recent bond election that we had, there were some questions that people had about different aspects of each of those topics, and I tried to just give the most accurate information that I could find from the city's website, from information that's publicly accessible, and again, like you said, just kind of distill that down into some key points that make sense, and just put that information out there for people to see.
So you are involved in the city on the Arts and Humanities Commission, and you are actually the chair of the Arts and Humanities Commission. So how long have you been on that commission? And talk to us a little bit about what that commission is doing and what you're doing in the chair position.
Well, I'm serving my 3rd term on the commission, and when I first joined, it was a flurry of activity. I stepped into something that I really had no idea what was going on, and it was an exciting experience because I just didn't know what to expect going into that. Right now we're working on different grants and contests that we do on an annual basis. We have a photography contest that's happening right now, actually. We also have a writing contest that we have dubbed Summer Scribes that's going on. You can find those on the city's website. We definitely encourage all of our writers and photographers to enter. There is prize money available. The writing contest is youth and adult, so we're looking for basically anyone that has a passion for those arts to come out and be a part of that.
And you recently did the Rowlett Sings contest for the first time. That was really, really fun. I really enjoyed that. We had some really good talent in that contest. So you're adding to what we've done in the past year, so that's great.
Definitely, and I really have to give a shout out to Gary Alexander, who was the chair of the Rowlett Sings contest. He put in many, many hours of work, more than I could possibly calculate. And the amount of effort that he put into that and passion that he had for that particular contest has spanned many years. And it was really great to be a part of that experience. And to the whole commission, we put in a lot of time, specifically on the day of that contest. I think everyone was there. We were all participating. We all had a role in making that a success.
So for anyone that might be interested in getting further involved in their city government or city activities, what advice would you have for people?
Well, definitely check the city's website. The Boards and Commissions Handbook is on there. It talks about all the different things that are required of you as a volunteer, but it also shows all the different ways that you can be a part of the city. And there are so many different opportunities, from the Golf Advisory Board to the Animal Shelter Advisory Board, Arts and Humanities, Planning and Zoning. There's so many different opportunities for you to be involved in the city. There's really no reason that you shouldn't. If you have a passion for Rowlett, if you love your city and you want to be a part of what's going on, you can definitely find a lot of information there.
And so, speaking of lots of different opportunities to get involved, you are also on our Strategic Steering Committee. So if you could tell us a little bit about that and what's going on in that area.
Yeah, the Strategic Plan Steering Committee is basically a group of Rowlett citizens that we've put together to kind of give direction for Rowlett for the future, for potentially the next 5 or so years. The steering committee itself basically is an operational guidepost, if you will, for how the staff and the staff in the city here should direct things going forward. There's also the Comprehensive Plan Steering Committee, which is a different group of citizens, and their responsibility is primarily to lay out a plan for the whole city in general.
A land use plan.
Right, a land use plan. And so those plans are being run at the same time to save on resources, to kind of combine some of our talent that we have, and we're making a ton of progress. Right now we're in about month 4 or 5 of this process. For us on the Strategic Plan Steering Committee, it's about a 9-month process. So we've made a ton of progress so far. We have a few months left, and we should be looking to roll this out potentially in August or September.
And the last time we did a strategic plan for the city, I believe, was 2005.
That's right.
So we are way past due doing a
Definitely.
new strategic plan. The city has a much different face today than it did in 2005.
Right, and not just the city, but the whole Metroplex in general. We're growing at such a fast pace. I think it's important that we get ahead of some of these things that are happening to us and around us.
And we did a lot of community engagement that the committee steered us through the process for both the strategic plan and the comprehensive plan updates. We've involved the whole community in input in regards to these 2 updates. Is that correct?
That is correct. We've had outreach through social media. We've had a website set up where you can take a survey. We've done display boards where you can write suggestions on a display board. We've had community engagement seminars where we've had them come out and take a survey and a poll. We've engaged specific citizens on their level, from seniors to homeowners associations, etc.
Right.
So, just to capture as much information as possible and really drill down into the needs and wants of the citizens of Rowlett.
Well, Jeff, really appreciate you coming so we could talk about all this. I can't think of a better person to get our first Spirit of Rowlett Award. Thank you for everything you are doing, have done, and will continue to do for our city.
Well, thank you, Mayor. It's an honor.
Congratulations, Jeff. Do you know someone you'd like to nominate for the Spirit of Rowlett Award? Nomination forms are now available on Rowlett.com on the Neighborhood Life page. So let's catch back up with Tammy, who is standing by with our next guest.
Thanks, Brian. My next guest is Shelby Coleman, who is the owner of Farmhouse Living. Welcome. Thank you for joining us at our show.
Yeah, hi.
You also are very instrumental in many of our activities in our Village of Rowlett, our downtown area.
Yeah.
So let's start with that. Will you talk to us about Friends of Village of Rowlett first?
Yeah, so we were just really excited to get the community down here as this area is revitalizing. We were getting new restaurants and new retail spaces, and so we just wanted to get the community out to celebrate. So we created a 501c3 to support the businesses and really create and fund these events.
And one of the first events that the organization put on was Main Street Market.
Main Street Market.
So tell us a little bit about Main Street Market.
Yeah, so we just wanted to get some really awesome, talented makers and creators down here to give people an opportunity to shop even before the retail was down here. So people want unique home decor, clothes, and gifts and items that they can bring home that that you just can't get everywhere. You couldn't get at a big box store, and we wanted to celebrate small businesses that way and have a really big celebration with that. So we had live music. Last time we had the Jason Castro Band. It was really fun. And so it's just a fun day to celebrate small business, celebrate the revitalization of this district, and get the community down here to experiencing Shop Rowlett and shopping local.
And the next event is?
It is October 13th, so that'll be Main Street Market Fall, and we are really excited. We have about 70 vendors coming.
So another big event that Friends of Village of Rowlett has been sponsoring is our farmers market.
Yes.
And many more to come, so talk to us about that.
Yes, so it was so successful when we kicked it off. I think people were just so ready for a farmers market in Rowlett. It was so successful, we ended up going from every other Thursday to every Thursday starting on July 12th.
So starting Thursday, July 12th, which is our next farmers market.
Yes.
It would be weekly
Yes.
on Thursday from 4 to 8 p.m.
4 to 8 p.m.
And that lasts until September 20th.
September 20th is the last one.
Now we're getting some activity downtown.
Yes.
So we talked a little bit about your business.
Yes.
And there's lots of other businesses down here now. Can you name some of those? And I assume many of those are participating in Friends of Village of Rowlett.
Yes. So our business organization is just really strong and unified. We all have the same mission, and it's just to get the community down here and excited and shop small, and we just love being a part of Rowlett. So Bankhead Brewing is everyone comes down here for them, and it's an experience. You walk in and you can see the fire in the oven and the beer being brewed in the back, and it's a perfect family atmosphere with the outdoor patio, an experience that you can't get everywhere. And of course, Girlfriends, she's been down here for so long, and she has great clothing and just gifts that you would love to share. And we have a new business coming down. It's called Proverb Coffee, and we are hoping to open in July. So it's just a specialty coffee shop, which I know people are excited about. We are ready to get caffeinated in Rowlett.
Absolutely, it's time. It's time for that. And Main Street Events has been here, probably was the first big business to come down here, and they have business offices, and they have space for rent for special events, and they have a wonderful wedding space.
Something that people often don't know about Main Street Events is their back patio back there, their garden area. It's just beautiful. So if you ever need to rent a space or even just go explore it, it is definitely worth it.
Could you tell us how to find out more information? What are the social media outlets in regards to finding out information of our downtown area?
So we're on Facebook and Instagram, Village of Rowlett Downtown. So the profile picture is of the water tower, so it's very recognizable. The website is also Village of Rowlett Downtown. You can find all the events, updates on new businesses coming, and things going on in the district.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we're so happy that you are an integral part of our Village of Rowlett.
Thank you.
And in August, we're going to have a special concert series in our downtown area. So back to you, Brian, to tell us more about that.
Thanks, Tammy. Here's another event coming this August to the Village of Rowlett. It's the Summer Concert Series with Food Truck Fridays. Every Friday from 7:30 to 9 p.m., come unwind and have some fun while listening to the area's best cover bands. In addition to some amazing tunes, visit on-site food trucks for a variety of tasty treats. Here's the lineup. On August 3rd, Blaze of Glory. August 10th, Vocal Trash. August 17th, The Stone Lays. August 24th, King David Band. And Tammy is now at the downtown Dart Station with our next guest. Who's with you now, Tammy?
Thanks, Brian. We are now here at the Dart Station, and I'm here with Rob Rose, who is the chair of our Senior Advisory Board. And I've asked Rob to join us to talk about Dart because you are kind of our local expert on what's going on at Dart, and we're very happy to have you here. Thank you for joining me.
Well, thank you for asking me.
And interestingly enough, we came to the Dart Station this morning, and they're changing the signs out, changing from Dart on Call to Go Link. And so that's one of the reasons we wanted to talk to you today, is to find out what the new service is. So if you would, talk to us about that.
Okay, I actually was able to experience it this morning. So I got my phone, I have an app, and it's called Tap Ride. And all I did was I simply requested a ride. Before I even did that, it told me it would be 9 minutes, I think it said, before the estimated time before the bus got to my house. As it turned out, it actually got there in like 5 minutes. So I was up here at the station in 10 minutes.
Now, we've had DART on call in our town for many years.
Yes.
Servicing the eastern half of our town.
Right.
So tell us what's changed.
What's changed is now we have DART servicing the entire city of Rowlett, and that's a real game changer because now anybody in the city of Rowlett can either use the app and request a ride, and a bus will come and pick them up at their house or their apartment, and will take them anywhere within the city of Rowlett, including the train station or anywhere else. If you want to go to a store, go to a doctor, whatever, you can do it. So this is going to be a game changer, I think, for our seniors, especially that are not driving as much.
And it's called GoLink now.
It's called GoLink.
But it is the entire city of Rowlett. And you don't have to start from your home. You could start from a business. You could start from a grocery store and be picked up where you need to be picked up and taken where you need to go in the city of Rowlett.
Absolutely. And if you have the app, you don't have to have the app. You can also use the phone. And with the phone, they say there's a 30-minute wait. I'm not sure how they get that, but that's what it says. But with the app, it's like I say, it tells you on the app how long it's going to be. And the nice thing is you even have a real-time map, and it shows you where the bus is. So it actually, I watched it coming into my house. So, oh, okay.
So we see that they just changed the sign from DART on call to GoLink, and the new bus is here. And so this is happening real time, live, as we're here. That's really exciting. So a little bit of other news in DART service for our city. We do have priority parking now for anybody that has that lives in a DART member city. They can get a special permit pass to have priority parking in our parking lot. And you know, that has been very, very important for our citizens. Do you agree with that?
I do. And that parking permit is free. So I think they can just go to City Hall and
they can go to City Hall. They have to prove residence in Rowlett. They have to know their license plate number.
Right.
And they can get that parking pass, and that allows them to park closer to the train. And that was really important for our citizens because of our investment into the DART system.
Yeah.
We felt that was very, very important. And our parking lot is very full. This is a well-utilized DART station. So now back to you, Brian, for more details on how you can get your app for the GoLink service.
DART's GoLink service is now available in the city of Rowlett. Trips may be booked by using DART's new app, which may be downloaded by searching Tap Ride in the App Store or the Google Play Store. From there, customers can open the app and choose GoLink/DART under the Select System. Follow the prompts to create username and password, then confirm the account after receiving a verification email. Once registered, the booking procedure can begin. Customers without smartphones may still call 214-452-1827. Phone reservations must be made at least 30 minutes in advance. Hours of operation are 5:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. on weekdays. Fares remain $5 for a local day pass and $2.50 for a reduced day pass. So Council and P&Z meetings for July. We have two council meetings, July 3rd and July 17th. Planning and Zoning is July 10th and July 24th. Rowlett residents who need financial help for their utility bills may qualify to receive assistance. If you need utility bill assistance, the City of Rowlett, in association with the Salvation Army Garland office, can help you with high summer bills. Clients can receive utility assistance once every 12 months, and it must be in your name. Clients will income qualify by showing they make 80% of the median income as defined by HUD. These funds can pay for penalties, but they cannot pay for deposits. Call the Salvation Army Garland office at 972-272-4531 for more information. The next Kayak Play Day is on July 15th. The first Kayak Play Day at the newly renovated Paddle Point Park was a success. Dave Holt with Kayak Instruction was on hand to instruct participants on the proper techniques of kayaking and paddleboarding. The next two events are on July 15th and August 5th. Visit www.rowlett.com/parks-and-rec for more information. And don't forget to visit the Wet Zone Water Park this summer. Enjoy one of our great water slides or relax by floating down the lazy river, or even celebrate your birthday with the Haley the Hippo. An event-filled summer at the Wet Zone is now underway. The Wet Zone is located just off Main Street, behind the Rowlett Community Center and next to Kids Kingdom. If you're a Rowlett resident, you'll receive a discount on daily admission tickets and season passes. For operating hours, swim lessons, cabana rentals, season passes, and much more, you can visit wetzonewaterpark.com or call 972-412-6266. Next month, there's an animal adoption event on Saturday, August 18th. They'll have special adoption rates all day from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you're considering adding a furry addition to your family, this is the perfect time to provide a shelter dog or cat with a loving home. Stop by the shelter anytime at 4002 Industrial Street or call 972-412-6219 to speak with a staff member regarding any animal-related questions you may have. In closing, thank you for watching the July 2018 edition of Rowlett on the Water on the Move. Any information, date, or story heard on this show can be found on rowlett.com. Don't forget to visit the city's Facebook page for the latest up-to-date information. And we'll see you next time on Rowlett on the Water on the Move.